Okay, so good evening once again. I welcome all of you to today's class. I'm very excited to share my knowledge in Vue.js with all of you. And I promise I'm going to do my best so that by the end of, because this is the last section for our front end developer roadmap. This is the last level. This is the level 3. And by the end of this course, I'm expecting most of you to be conversant with developing any web application that you see or that you get as a job or gig. Okay, so today we are going to learn how to use Vue.js to build web applications. So someone may ask, what is Vue.js at all? What's the Vue.js? So Vue.js is just a JavaScript front-end framework. That is just a JavaScript front-end framework, which is used to build single-page applications. So when we talk about single-page applications, we are just saying when you navigate from one page to another, the whole browser doesn't refresh. So that is the meaning of single-page applications. So most of these modern applications that we have been seeing are all, most of them are single-page applications. And with this course, I'm not going to waste time beating about the bush. I will just go straight to the point. We learn what we need to build what we are going to build. That is any web application that comes in mind, or whatever rule that you are going to get in the near future. Okay, so after the definition or what Vue.js is, the next thing is let's get the installations done. So before you can run Vue.js on your application, on your machine, before you can code or before you can develop any web app with Vue.js, there are two main ways. That is the first one is just use a CDN, which is not recommended because when you build any application with Vue.js and you want to ship to the production, you can't use the CDN for that. So like I said, I don't want us to beat about the bush going with the traditional route of learning. We go straight to the point, what we are supposed to know, what we are supposed to do in the real world. So before you do that, the first thing that you have to get on your machine is something called Node.js. I don't know whether you guys have it installed on your machine. If not, let's just navigate to Node.js. Just type Node.js in your browser. So we need a Node.js to be installed on our machine. So what is Node.js? So Node.js is just a JavaScript runtime environment. So like I said, JavaScript has a lot of libraries and frameworks that speed up your development. So Node.js is just a runtime environment for your JavaScript application. So with this Node.js, we can even, if you want to become a full stack JavaScript developer, as I said, that's who I am. I'm a full stack JavaScript developer, and my stack is I do Node.js, I do React, and I do Vue.js. That's my main stack. And apart from the WordPress and other technologies that I use, this is my main stack that I use. So we are not going to do anything backend here, but you need to install Node.js on your machine for us to get something called NPM installed. So that's a Node package manager, which we are going to use to download a lot of packages and install some packages that we are going to use today. Okay, so all of you should just go here and click on this. Just click on this. Just click on this. Right now, for me, I have Node.js installed on my machine. So what I will do is I'll rather stop sharing so that one of you can share. Then we all do that together. Can anyone share? Mr. Abudo, can you share your screen? Usu hack me. Anyone can share.
Okay, I'm sharing.
All right. Hey, so now we are 4. Or is the internet? You are using Windows.
The internet, even at my end, it's running me rough. Hey.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So just click on that.
Okay.
All of you just follow this route or this approach. So after downloading, the next thing is just install it. So just go to where it was downloaded to. Locate the I think it will be at downloads or somewhere.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So just double click on it and install. Yes. So go to next. All of you should just follow this. This is the first thing. All right. Next. Accept. Next. Wait. Auto install necessary tools. Know this. Blah, blah, blah. Go to next. Install. Okay, so while is installing, we can proceed. As a front-end developer, one of your daily tasks will be building user interface and also consuming APIs. That's what you'll be doing most at your job. That's the main job description for a front-end developer. The first task will be you translating the UI into codes. That is, if you have a UI UX expert in the organization, or sometimes let's say the front-end developer is also the UI UX expert. Yeah, that's how sometimes it works. But personally, I'm not a UI UX expert. I don't do any UI UX. All right, so the UI UX expert will design the user interface for any website or web application that we are going to build. Then you, the front-end developer, the first thing is you are going to translate all those designs into codes. After doing that, the next thing, so that is why we learned about the Flexbox, and if you master it well, you will not find yourself wanting it is going to help you a lot. Yes. So after translating the UI into codes, the last thing or the next thing that you'll be doing quite often will be consuming APIs. So that's just what you'll be doing. Then maybe then it depends on the company. You'll be writing tests for your application. You'll be writing tests for them. But in Ghana, what I've seen, most developers, we don't consider writing text, which is very bad practice. That one, I would say when you become a senior or let's say mid-level developer, you should learn how to write tests for your applications. But for now, I'm going to teach you the second part, because the first part, you can click on finish. The first part, we have done that together, and I believe now each and everyone here knows how to build user interface, whether with Bootstrap or what do you call it? What do you call it? The Flexbox. So right now, just open your terminal. You see the CMD. I say terminal because I don't use. So just type node dash version space version. Enter. Good. Then do npm and let me see. Just do npm. Enter. Good. So we are set now. So this is the first thing that you have to do. Please, are we on the same page? Don't stop sharing. This is the first thing. Are we on the same page, guys? Hello, everyone. Abdul, Amate.
We are here.
Have you been able to install the Node.js?
Yes, please, I have.
Hack me. Have you been able to do that, Amate?
When I typed the node dash version, it came.
So that's it.
And then the npm2 has just displayed exactly what my brother got.
That's great. So we are going to use the npm to install the View CLI. So with the Vue.js, as I said, the first, we have two ways of adding Vue.js to your project. The first one is using a CDN, like how we did the Bootstrap, which I said we are not going to waste time and dive into the two main approaches, because the first one, you will never use it. You will never use it. The second approach is what you'll be doing each and every day in your software development life as a front-end developer. Okay, so the next one is to install the Vue CLI. So with the Vue CLI, that's what you'll be using to create any Vue project. So I'm going to send you this command in the chat. Just copy it and run this command. So we are going to install the Vue CLI globally. That's what we are going to do. So there are two ways. We can use the npm, or we also have another option. If the npm doesn't work, then we use something called yarn. So we have that. Yarn is an alternate to npm. But let's focus on npm. I believe that one will work because I've been using npm for the past 3-4 years, and in fact, good. So this one is going to take let's say about 2-3 minutes to install for you, depending on your speed of your internet. So the main the full meaning is Node Package Manager. So here the npm, I would say we have a library of packages and tools that speed up your development process. Some software developers like us have been able to develop a lot of packages that will help you to build your software very, very fast. And as time goes on, I'm going to introduce most of these packages to you guys, and always we'll be using npm install like what we have seen here. So the first npm command that we are using today is npm install. The G there represents dash global, so that's global. Then this is the package name Vue/CLI. So we are just installing the Vue CLI. So something like what you are seeing. So the CMD. So we are installing another one, which is called CLI. So the CLI is what we are going to use to install, or that's what we are going to use to create all our Vue projects. Okay, so I said the next command that we are going to use is view create and the name of your project. This one will initialize, or this one is going to create your first project. So this one can be any name. And I said we are using the last project that we built with JavaScript. Do you remember the name of that project? If you don't remember, use any name of your choice, any name at all. So with this side, listen, normally it depends on the project that you are building. Depends on the project that you are building. So if you are building e-commerce application for, let's say, any company, you can just do view create and the company's name with some description. Do you understand? Something that will let you easily identify the project on your own machine. That's it. Okay, so you are using.
Where is this project being created?
Okay, so like I said, View, we have two ways of adding View to our, what do you call it, to our project. The first one is the CDN, like what we did in what do you call it, Bootstrap. You can just go to the View website, go and copy the CDN and come and incorporate in your project. And I said that is not the best way. So the best way is to create a project using the View CLI. So the main reason why we create this project is going to bootstrap, or is going to do some configurations that you don't need to do it yourself, which you can do it yourself, but you don't need to waste your time and do it. So this command will bootstrap. So that's the term. It is going to bootstrap a project for you. Please, have I answered your question?
So what I'm asking is that as we are creating it now, so where is the folder going to be? Is it on the desktop?
Okay. So the folder is going to be at Kwesi. So Kwesi, I think it will be, that's a very nice question. Kwesi, you should just delete this. You can't copy and delete it. All that you have to do is use the backspace. Share. Obviously, a copy one. So just CD into your desktop. That's a very nice question. Okay, so we are on the desktop now. So you can just do view create and the name of your project.
View
create.
The view create, is it one word?
No, it's not one word. I think what he's doing is right. So that's why I'm not saying anything. Hey, personally, I have to also do it too. So I don't know if you can just stop sharing so that I will take over. Yeah, I have to also start from here. So sorry. Okay, so right now let me just open my and go to, I think I have Codeboth on my machine. Go to project Codeboth. You have Codeboth here. Okay. So I can just even stand here and create this thing here. So let's just do view create, and the name of the project should be, let me just say to do app. Okay, so just press enter and let's start. So this one is going to bootstrap the whole project for you. And with Vue.js, we have two main versions. We have the version 2 and version 3. Personally, I have not migrated to version 3 yet. Do you all see this screen? Do you all have it on your machine now?
Yes, please pick a preset.
Okay, so just
use arrow keys.
Yes, so you can just use the arrow key to navigate up and down. So for now, let's just choose the default one. Later on, I'll come and show you how to do the how to come and select this one. Just choose the default one and let's go. So my own is using Yarn instead of NPM. You can see it's using Yarn. I have both Yarn and NPM on my machine. That's why. So automatically it's going to pick one. Is it installing for you?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Creating project in this.
Okay. I think today's video, I don't want it to be long, so I'll be pausing. Sorry. All right, so let me start again. I said this. So we are going through the folder structure of your very first Vue.js application. After creating your Vue app and you open it in any text editor of your choice. So you can see the always and always, this is be your first folder, the node models. And whenever you are pushing to GitHub, we don't push this because this one, when you get any application or when you are collaborating on a project, an existing project, all that you need to do is you can do npm install and you get this thing back. So here we don't, I will explain it again for you. For now, I'm just running through the folder structure, but I will come back to this node model. When you come to get ignore, you can see this thing will be inside. So let's move on. So like I said, the node model contains all your node packages, the packages that has been installed automatically or the packages that comes with Vue.js. Whenever you create new Vue.js application will be in this node models. And also any third-party package that you are going to install using the npm will be part of this. Whether Yarn, you see me, I use Yarn, so I have Yarn here. So if it's the same thing, they will all be in the node models.
When I checked my npm, 933 packages installed.
Sure, that's it. So everything is here. Everything is here. So the next thing is the public folder, which I said here. We are not going to do anything here, but let's open that folder. You are going to see. So this is the starting. Like I said, index.html. You guys know this from our normal HTML and CSS code that we run. You remember that. So this now I believe and everyone can read and understand whatever is going on here. So you have the document type, the HTML tag. We have the header, and we have the body. And we have some meta tags over here, and you have your link. So this is just the favicon. And please, I hope you guys know the favicon.
Yes.
Yes. So the next thing will be the title of your web page, and you can see some template tag over here, which I will explain to you guys when I start teaching you how to bind and the rest. So this one is just picking from your webpack. It's picking from the webpack, the title. If you don't want this one, you can just delete this and write it manually here. It will not affect it. It will just show. It's not going to give you error or whatever. You can just do some changes over here. And here you can see inside the body, we have no script, strong, we are sorry, but blah, 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 blah. So here, this is where all the JavaScript will be injected. And this is where the JavaScript using the Webpack. Then this is your main app. This is what will load the main app. All this stuff, I'm just running over it for you to get the idea of what is going on here, which you don't really need this because even interview, I'll open here and ask you what is going on here. But you guys should know that this is what will load your app for you. This app ID is called what? App. You are going to see this app somewhere. ID equals what? App. You are going to see this somewhere. So this is what will load all the app pages that you are going to create will be inserted here. It will be inserted here. That is behind the scene. You are not going to see that, but behind the scene, that's what is going to happen. All right, so enough of the talking. Let me move on to the next one, which is the SRC. That's the source folder. And guys, this is where you'll be working. This is where you'll be working. This source folder, I will not open it right now. I know someone has been open it, but I will not open it. Let me skip this because this is where you'll be working. I will take my time and go through it. Let's go to the next one. The next one is the what? Get ignore. Get ignore. Hey, what says the time? Okay.
We're almost 1 hour in.
Okay, no problem. Then we have a lot of, we have more time. Get ignore. So the get ignore here, like I said, I've already explained get ignore when I was teaching you get, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can see it here again. So the first one that
it will contain files in your package that you don't want to publish on GitHub directly.
Sure. So that's it. So here you can see we have node models here. Like I said, this is heavy file. Look at, so Mr. Abudu, you say your own is 900 and what?
933.
So you don't need to push this 933 files to your GitHub repository. No, it's not advisable. So assuming this project, if I want you guys to collaborate on this project, all that I'll do is I will invite you, or even if I don't invite you and you have access to my GitHub, you are following me and you see a project, let me just go to my GitHub and let's try what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm excited we have gotten to this point, because from here we are done. All right, so let's say this my former company website, everything is in my GitHub repository. Okay, so assuming you guys want to see the course yourself, you want to run, okay, it's private, you guys cannot see this. Wow. Okay, so it's private. For private, when you visit my repository, you not see this, you not see this project. Let me go and use the public ones. Which project?
You have a Vue.js project.
I have a lot of projects here. So even this movie app, yes, we are going to build this movie app together. We are going to build this movie app with very nice project. It's public. Okay. So right now that I've shown you, you guys can just go there, search for this app. If you want to run it, you can just come here and copy this. That is, then you go back to your terminal. You go back to your terminal. Let me open another terminal. So new tab and do C. So right now I've come back to projects. So if I want to download this app, this from my repository, all that I'll do is what? Git clone, right? Then you paste the link. I don't know whether it's already there. If it's already there, it's not going to work. Okay, so you can see that the snippet movie app already exists. So I have it on my so let me just go back once again so that I will just come to my main desktop. Okay, so right now I'm on my desktop. So let me just do git clone again. So you see, right, it depends on your internet too. You see, boom, we are there, right? So all that I'll do is what? I'll CD into movie. I'm showing you, guys should follow. Movie app. You CD into movie app. Right now, let me open it. You are going to see there's no node package manager there, and node model is not there. You can see there's no node model here, right? Can you see this? There's no node model here. So if I want to get back my node model, if I want to get it back, all that I'll do is npm install. And you don't need to, if you're using npm, you don't need to do all the install. You can just do npm I. Please, are you following?
Yes.
So you watch it will be part of this one right now. You see, it's a scam. Though it's not done, but it's a scam.
Yeah.
Please, are you following?
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
So I can even pause it and we move on, right? Or you let it finish?
Let it finish. Robert of the movie app.
All right, so we are done. So this, I think this one I built with Vue.js, but not the pure Vue.js. Vue.js has another framework built on top of it again, which is called Nuxt. And so you can see that's it, Nuxt config. So I use Nuxt for this project. I didn't use pure Vue.js. And as time goes on, I can run 2 days web application, building web application tutorials on Nuxt for you guys, or 1 day. You understand? So from here, all that you'll be doing is you are going to build on top of whatever we are learning. if you're interested in learning something and you tell me, oh, sir, can we do this? Either I'll give you tutorials to learn on your own, or I can just have time for you guys and teach you. All right. So let's see. So I've just demonstrated this one for you. So that's the gate. Everything here, everything inside this gate ignore means when you push to your GitHub, is it wait you? I'll come back to this. Maybe I'm just skipping things. Then the next one is the Babel config. So this one is the whole Vue.js configurations file that Webpack and Babel will just compile for you when you build it, when you build the application. Then package JSON, the package JSON will contain all the packages that we installed in the Vue.js. So without this, when you do the npm install or yarn install, without this file, in fact, it won't work. So this package.json file here, this contains all your, what do you call it? It contains, you can see, so I'm using yarn, so I can see everything here. But I think you guys also have, apart from package.json, you have another one. What's the name? Package what?
It's the same package.json.
No, you have two package.jsons. You guys have, I'm using yarn, so I have yarn.log, and you have package.json and
we have package-log.json.
Good. So when you open that, you are going to see the same thing. Open it. Do you see the same stuff inside?
Yeah.
Please, are we on the same page?
Yeah.
There are two files, bro.
The first one is this. As for this one, we all have it.
Another one, package-log.json.
And I'm saying I'm using yarn, so I'm using the yarn log, and you are using package.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it.
All right.
That is. So the last thing here will be the readme. And the readme, guy, this one is English. It's up to you. It's advisable to add readme to your project. It's advisable to add readme to your project so that if anyone gets the project, for example, let me show you a certain project that I built. For example, recruiters will just go to my GitHub, and when they see that project, oh, they are excited. Maybe they will not get a time to run the project, but from the README, they can even see something from there. What's the name of that project? I'm coming. Let me see whether this one I have README here. Okay. So this is an example of README. This one is the default one, but you can also add your own. Some of them I take screenshots and put it there. So I want a typical one. Oh, so for the sake of time, I can't find that project, but let me see what I have README for this. Wow. No, I didn't add any README. Okay, so like I said, it's advisable to add README to your project so that if a recruiters or if you are collaborating and you are the senior developer, the junior developers, you can also read like what's going on. That's it. So back to the SRC folder. This is our main project folder. And guys, here inside the SRC, we have assets, components, app.view, and main.js. Okay, so let's start from main.js. All right, so you guys remember this hash app. Do you remember this name? So inside the main.js file, One, we are importing view. Two, we are importing the app this far. We are importing that over here. And we are using view.config production. So this one is we are in the development mode. That's why it's being set to what? False. Then the next one is what? We are creating an instance of the whole view application. So this is the overall view application. This is where it starts from. This is where it starts from. So when you run a view application, it will start from here and straight away it's going to call this. So this hash app is inside this. This is what I showed you over here. Please, I'm just explaining to you guys to understand what is going on. When you start coding some of these things, it's better I explain it. Though we are not going to.
I think the hash is one we are calling element by ID.
Yes, so we are calling it by ID. Yeah, we are calling it by ID. So this ID here, when you mount it, is going to. So that's why we have the mount over here. So when you run the application, it's going to mount the whole app using the ID. So the ID over here. So when you change it here, you have to also come and change it here, which you don't need to do this. All right. So let's go to the app.js. Okay. So guys, this is the file structure. After showing the folder structure is what I've shown you. Though we haven't gone back to assets and components, but let me start with the file structure, guys. So Vue.js is very, very, very simple. Vue.js is very, very simple. I'm putting this at the back of your mind for you guys to grab everything that you are going to do it here quick. If I'm teaching you React, I will not tell you React is very, very, very simple. No. Personally, I don't like lying to people. When the thing is hard, I'll tell you it's hard. When it's difficult, I'll tell you, oh, the thing is difficult. Guys, if the thing is simple, I'll tell you it's very simple. Vue.js is very, very simple. It's very, very simple. By the end of today's class, tomorrow, okay. I thought today is Saturday. By the end of today's class, next week class, maybe when we meet again, we will be finished with the Vue.js, I'm sure. Yes. And you can build any application that you see. All right. So this is the file structure of your Vue application. Let me just delete this. Let me just cut it, and let's do it again. So this is the structure. So we have templates. We have template. That's the first one. We have templates, and we have another one called scripts. So this is your JavaScript. Let me delete everything here. So we have templates. Okay, I can just do this. We have templates, scripts, and the next one is your star. The next one is your star. So this is the structure of any Vue application that you are going to build, or any Vue file that you are going to create. This is the structure. We have templates, we have scripts, and we have star. Let me start from the bottom. The star here contains the CSS of this page. Please, am I making sense?
Yes.
So let's say this is the home page. If you are building the home page, like what we have been doing always, assuming you are using pure HTML, CSS, and let's say Flexbox for your application. So all that you need is what? You remember, you come and create index.html, star.css, and maybe app.js, which is your JavaScript. You remember that. Vue.js has put all the three things together for you in just one file. So this is where you write your CSS. This is where you write your JavaScript. This is where you write your HTML. Then we are done. Is it making sense?
Yes.
Good. So let's move on. Yes, hack me.
So imagine writing almost 1,000 CSS code plus your HTML
Uh-huh.
bunch in just one single page.
Mm-hmm. And your answer, the answer to your question is we write Vue.js on component basis, and I'll get back to that. So the question will not be valid here because there's no way. That is the trend, or that is the best way to write any Vue.js project. We don't like this. Like this is the home page, and you have, let's say you have the navigation bar here. We have the hero section here. We have the body here. We have the footer here. We have the sidebar here. It doesn't work that way here. Hack me, please. Are you following? So we do that on component base. So just this side can just be your navigation bar. So whatever here will be the CSS for the navigation bar, not the entire project.
So what about if you want to use some star here for part of the
if you want to what?
But maybe I've written some CSS here for the nav only, and I want to use some the CSS star
somewhere again.
Yeah, in the component.
That's great. That's where we are moving to. So we have two ways. If you just do it if you just leave it this way and you write all your CSS here, it will affect every view. So you can see the extension. I didn't even point this one out. So view, we have whatever you are going to use, the name dot view. So you can see we have dot view over here. This is not view file. This is JavaScript file. So let's come here. When you come here, you see some view over here too. So when you just write your CSS like this and you leave it like that, it's going to affect everything. So if you want it to limit to just this far, we put scope over here. Have I answered your question? Good. So if you want it to limit to this far, you put scope. If you don't limit to this far, and let's say you state header, let's say you say header 1, and you say color, let's say aqua, or let's use this one. So the aquamarine, and you just, if you don't specify the scope over here, and you just save it, wherever there's H1 in any of your view files, is going to affect that. Please, are you following? But if you want to limit to just this one, you bring the scope over here. This is point 1. Please, is this side clear?
So when you do this, if you put a scope, it means you are referring to only the H1 of app.view.
Yes. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
So what about, so is it only in the app.view that you have this style column, or is in other .view files within the project?
Okay, so in the beginning, I told you this is the file structure for all .view app files.
So by extension, if you go to any other .view file and you go to do the styling without putting scope there, it affects all others.
So it's going to, yes, there will be conflict.
Okay.
There will be conflict. So you have to, it depends on what you are doing. So we will come back from here. I'm just explaining to you the file structure. I'll come and explain component to you guys. Then we take it from there.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on. So the next side, I will skip this because this side, this is the JavaScript, and we are going to do a lot of things here. I don't want to bother you right now. Let's come back here. So this side, this template is what is going to hold your HTML files. And always it has a parent component. You can't just put all the children. Let's say you have Dave, then you have another Dave. You can see it has been underlined.
Yes.
Good. So remember this, and don't forget that all View files has a parent div tag. And it's not just View. In React, it is there. So this one, apart from the template, the first thing, you always introduce your div, and inside the div, you can write as many as HTML elements or components that you want to put over here. Please, is this side also clear?
Yes.
Okay, so I won't touch this right now. I won't touch this. Let me just undo, then come back to where we were. Okay, so guys, you can see we have star over here, and we have HTML. You forget about this script. So let's come back to the HTML. We have a template, and we have the parent div. Inside the parent div, we have what? An image tag, and we have what? A component. So this one is called a component. Okay, so back to component. Let's go back to component. Guys, so one thing you should know that makes building single page applications, whether you are using Vue.js, React, or Angular, and thanks be to God, if you want to be a front-end developer, you can never dodge JavaScript. You can never dodge JavaScript, because all the popular JavaScript, all the frameworks, the front-end frameworks that we use all over the world, the popular ones are all built in JavaScript. React, Vue.js, Angular. We have another one called Ember, which is not quite popular in this part of the world. All right, so and they are all built on component basis. That's the one thing you guys should know. They are built on component basis. They are built on component basis. So what do I mean by that? So you can see we have what? Hello world component over here. We have hello world component over here. I don't want to bother you with this stuff. What I want you guys to know is when you are building any web application, when you are building any web application, let me go to Udemy. Udemy. If you are building something like Udemy, we have the whole of this nav bar being one component. So you can just come here and create nav bar, and the naming convention is up to you. If you use the Pascal or whatever, so navbar dot view. So this will just be your navigation bar. Guys, are you following?
Yes.
So right now let's just write something here. Let's just write something. Remember this. So we have template. So I can we have a shortcut for that with VBase. If I do this straight away, I'm going to get the template, the starter file. So remember this, the starter file. Let me remove the SCSS. If you do it, maybe it will not work because I'm using a plugin. So you guys can come here and store a plugin called
okay.
Install this and come and install this.
Vetter.
Yeah, Vetter. Just search for
this.
this.
View VS Code snippets.
Yes. Have you been able to install?
Yes.
Okay, so when you come here, just do VBA.
View. Oh. View.
VBA. So
Yes,
VBase.
snippet. VS code snippet. Are we still here?
Yeah. Are you guys following? Have you been able to do this?
Yes. Let's see whether we have been able to do.
Okay, so let's just create this and just say this is navbar. Just do this because we don't have time to come and code a navbar. So let's assume this is our navbar component. So guys, this is what you'll be doing always and always. This is what you'll be doing. Always, you just create one component for your navbar, your footer, your hero section, and whatever. So you write the CSS for any of your component over here. So today's class is not going to be on API basis. I'm teaching you how to build website or web page with Vue.js. If you are conversant with that, then we move straight to fetching APIs. Then I will say we are done, because that's what you'll be doing in your entire life. You'll be building the user interface with Vue.js, and you'll be consuming APIs. That's what you'll be doing. Okay, so let's just say this is what navbar, and let's add some style over here. Let's add some style over here. So we can just do that by calling what h2, and let's say what can you do? So font size, let's say 50. You can do whatever you want to do, please. This one is just for demos purpose. So let's say color, let's say the color is brown. Whatever you want to do, you can do it, guys. Okay, so that is just by the way. Okay, so if you want to use this, where do you use this? That's the question. Where do you use this? Where are you going to use it? And the next thing, after component, the next folder is called View folder, which we didn't create for you because of we use the default approach. So all of you should just create another folder. So the main folder, we have component, we have view, and we have what? Assets, which are all found in the source folder. So the main component of any Vue application, we have the view, we have the component, and we have what? The assets. Another name for Vue is called pages. If you don't want to use view, you can use what? Pages. You can use pages. So here we can just create home.view. Home.view. So this is where you create all the pages. Remember, there's difference between page and components. The page will be, let's say, the home page. So we can say this is the home page, right? So you can say H1. This is my home page. Let's save it. We can create another one. Let's say about S. About about.view. So you can just create another one and say, this is what? This is about us page. Please, are you following? So in that order, let's say you have contact us page, whatever page, whatever, all the pages will be here. And this side will be the component. And the component will be the sections of the page, the sections of the page. Please, I hope this is clear.
Yes.
So that's it. So if you want to use the component, assume, so right now, assuming you can see in a typical web application or any website, normally you can see that for the navigation bar is 1. Whether you go to IT, you go to whichever page that you go, you are always going to see the same navigation bar. Another part is the footer. Whichever page that you are going to be, this footer doesn't change. Guys, have you observed that?
Yes.
So there's no need for you to be repeating yourself here. So here we can, apart from navbar, we can also create another one. Let's say footer dot view. So footer dot view, and let's say let's also say this is footer. This is footer. This is footer. All right. So if we want to use the navbar and the footer section, one, I'm going to show you the long approach. Later on, I'll show you the short approach. We also have another shorter way of using it. So the long approach will be calling these two components, your navbar and your footer, in all the pages, because it's just one. It's just one. Another approach I'll show you later. Let's see. So the first approach is just come here, because always the footer will be here. The navigation bar will be on top. So the navigation bar should be here. This is where the navigation bar should be. So how do you do that? How do you call the component inside your pages? That's what we are going to look at now. So all that you have to do is you have to import it. You have to import. So let's say you import. We use this keyword import and the name of the component that you want to import, which is what? Nav bar. From where? From where? Where is your nav bar located? It is located inside the component folder. Please, are you following?
Yes.
All right, so we can
why didn't you say import navbar.view?
No, this is just the name. We are now going there.
Okay.
So you just do // then you locate this. I have path IntelliSense installed on my machine, so that's why I'm getting the hint over here. So I can just select this. Do again. Which one I'm going to select? This. So here, Mr. Abudu, you can just do. You can see it's here, right?
Yes.
If you do this, you are not done. What are you doing? You are importing components. So the first argument inside the export default will be components. Component.
Yeah.
So this one is objects. Component. So what is the name of the component? The name of the component is what? Navbar. Then you are done with the JavaScript side. You come back to HTML and come and use the navbar component over here. So this one, there's no need for you to use two tags. This is self-closed. The same applies to the footer. The same applies to the footer. So who can explain based on what I've teach you, how do you import the footer to?
You will import footer from.
So import
footer
from.
Then you do the dot slash components slash footer. Then you come to the export this and then you do footer.
There you come in.
Coming from the same, the two of them are coming from the same components.
Yes.
So you can just do comma. If it were coming from another folder, then you would have needed to bring that folder as a separate one.
Yeah. So you can just do the footer over here. Guys, are you following?
Yes. But why is that one blue?
Okay, so for the naming, it doesn't matter. But sometimes it throws error, it doesn't recognize the name. If you use different name here, it doesn't matter. So you see it has been changed to the component colors.
Yes.
Okay. So right now, in fact, we are coding, but we are not seeing what we have coded. We are coding, but we haven't seen what we have coded. That's not fair. So what do we do now? How do we see what we have coded? So in Vue.js, anytime you want to run your application, there are three main commands that we can use to run your application. The first one is what? Serve. The second one is what? Build. And the last one, which I have never used before, is the length. So let me explain the first one and the second one, which you'll be using often. The first one is what you'll be using in your entire life. And this is when you are done with the project and you are ready to ship to your production, you use the build. So how do you run your projects? All that you have to do is just come here, guys. Come back to your terminal and do npm run serve. So let me just do this. So right now it's running. Bam, I'm there. So it's using localhost port, meaning I have, oh yeah. So someone is running over here. OnPay project is running on port 80. This project has taken port 81. Guys, are we all here?
Yes.
Which port are you using? 80, right? Which port are you guys using?
Honestly, because of the speed, I am no more following with the typing.
Oh, but okay, but you don't worry. All that I want you to do, because even if you run it, you are not going to see what we have just typed. Just go back to your terminal and do npm run serve.
Okay. npm run serve. Starting development server.
Yeah.
Port 8080.
Yeah, so I'm using 81 because already there's one application running. I was building I was working on a project before this class, so that one has taken that port. Please, are we on the same page, guys? Let me see if we are how many now. We are just 4. I'll send over there. Oh, we are 5. Okay.
Port 8080 and network 192.
Okay. So all that you have to do is you can just copy this and paste in your browser to see the app. Or I can just press and hold the control key and press on this. So this is our very first Vue.js application. This is the boilerplate. In fact, we didn't do anything here, but we are now going to serve what I have typed. Have you been able to open it, or have you been able to launch it?
Now trying to do.
So you can see localhost port 8081. So you can just do that in your browser and you make sure you use your ports.
Yeah, I've done it. Welcome to your Vue.js app.
Yes. So this is the default boilerplate app. And we don't want to use this. We want to serve what we have done to the screen. That's
Okay.
what we want to do. So how do you do that? Okay. So for now, let me go back to the main.js. It's using what? App. And the app is coming from where? Here, right?
Yes.
Good. So I don't want to use that here. In fact, you will not come and do this. You will not come and do this in your Vue.js application. But today, I just want to serve this pages. That is why. So import home from where? From LSRC view home. Then instead of app, let me just replace that with what? Home page. Let's save it. Let's go back and automatically, guys, you can see. So you can see this is the nav bar, this is the home page, and this is the footer. So this is our very first Vue.js website.
Wow. Wow.
Let me pause here. If you have any questions, let the questions flow before I speed up again.
So you know you are speeding. Where?
Okay.
I think once we will come back and watch the video again, we will be able to catch up.
Okay.
We will be able to catch up.
Okay. So I think
Okay.
let me.
Mr. Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think when I was trying to compile, I had a lot of errors.
Share your screen.
Okay.
Please, before sharing, I want to ask also. So we just linked the home page, the home.us, that is 7.
Yeah.
So all the other pages will be like a link back to the home.
Wow. That is very nice question. That's very nice question. Hack me.
Yes, sir.
Are you a developer yourself?
I'm the guy that I've been chatting with you.
Yesterday you said the same thing to Ofosu Emmanuel. So who are you chatting to? Is it me or Mr. Ofosu? Or we are chatting both?
The CV that I sent to you.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's a very nice question. I like the question. That's why I'm worrying you. So we will come back to that. That's the next stage that we'll be going. It's a very nice question. So just hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so bro, I think there's something going on here. We have import home. But you look at your app. Replace the app with home. Not that one. This one. Hey. Yeah. Save it. Do you have home too? Okay, so go to home.vue.js. That side too, you have error there. Who can tell him the error? Yeah, do I there?
Come from the nav bar.
I am there.
He's facing some challenges.
Yes.
Okay, so that's it. So you can save it and let's see. If you are still having some issues, we can. All right. So now they are all gone. So
Okay.
press and no, you can just press and hold control key and click on it. Maybe that one should work.
It's not working.
And they are copy and paste there. Is there?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Please, any more questions? Or if your one is not running, this is the time for us to just assist you. Mr. Abdul, can you share your screen, or you couldn't type anything, cry?
Honestly speaking, yes.
Okay, that's fine.
But I always go back to practice. So
okay, that's fine. Hey, now we are 4. Mate, come on. Okay, guys. So that's it. So, I think to answer your question.
What was the question?
The question was, what if you want to navigate to about S page? Do you always have to come here and replace, delete, replace? Papa. Yes, that's very nice question. That's very nice question. That's why I said even with the app, remember I told you we don't do that. It's not, no, and yes, I'm putting it in. Oh wait, it start from here. It always serve from here. It always serve from here. So always, this will serve your home page. Okay, so this app.view doesn't hold this kind of files. Our next project, we are not going to select default. We are going to use, we are going to set it manually. We are going to select what we want to do. Because this is our first project, that's why I didn't bother you with that stuff. But it will be best for me to teach you manually, so that when you do that automatically, it will be easier for you. Guys, you understand?
Yes.
Good. So let me introduce the last 10 for today, this evening class, which will also take, let's say, about 15 to 30 minutes. I don't know. Let me start. So guys, to answer your question, hack me and everyone here, View has something called View Router. We have another package called View Router. So let me just go there. View Router. So this is what we use to navigate in and out of the Vue.js application. Okay, so we are going to add this. And guys, for this one, dear, you will not be doing it yourself. But like I said, because today is our first class in Vue.js, I can't just jump and do everything like magic, automatic for you. And yes, sir, we have to also do some from scratch, so that when you do that automatic, at least you understand what is going on. So let's come here and install this. By default, it comes with the Vue.js, but today we didn't add it. So let's come here. Just type View route, or let me just copy this and send it to you guys. Where is it? Okay, so just check the chat section. I've posted the link there. Just come here and copy this, or you can just type this npm install View router. Npm install View router. Okay, so that's the first thing that we have to do. And remember, we have terminal inside this, so not always you have to go back to your terminal. And you can reach out to that terminal by press and hold the control key and press the backtick. Do you know the backtick key? Guys, do you know the backtick key?
No, please.
The back, hey, then I'm a copy. I'm coming, a minute. The backtick key is found on top of the tab key. Please, have you seen the backtick key now?
So you said we should press and hold
Control key and press on the backtick key.
Yeah, the terminal has come.
Okay. So so that's the next task. Just install this. Go and copy it and install. You can just type it. npm install. Look at the spelling as well. View router. So this is what you'll be using to navigate.
npm. Oh. npm. Please, when you finish, you push this to GitHub and we can clone that.
Yeah,
Those of us who
do it
became lazy in the middle of the journey.
Yeah. So you are still installing View router, eh?
Yes. Oh, but mine is done already.
Hey, wow. Yeah, I'm pay today, but it's good. It's good that I didn't put everything together for you guys. No, that's an M1. Okay, so after installing View router, I'm going to show you the next step, which that's not the final way of doing it. But today's class, like I said, I'm doing piece by piece. Next week, I'm going to put a lot of things together for you. Today's class, yeah, no, okay. So so if you have done with that, we are going to set up the View router inside the main.js file, and normally we don't do it here. We create a file on its own called router.js, and we do that inside. But like I said, today's class, permit me, I just want to open your eyes on certain things, Keche. As time goes on, we will start doing the recommended way, or the best. We just do the best practice. This thing is taking long. Why? Internet already. Okay, so just come here and import View router. So you can just, for the name there, it's up to you. View router. For the name, it can be any name, but here, just do this and do view. It should come. Okay, my own is not in yet. My own is not in yet. So let me wait for it. This one is taking longer, right? Mr. Abdul, have you been able to do that?
That's what I'm just doing.
Okay. It's almost done.
So I should do slash.
No, this for the packages, eh? Like yes. I said, so this is our very first package that we have installed. And that one too will come here. It will be part of this.
It has come, View router.
Your own is there. So that one, you don't do slash. You can just type view and it will come.
The router, yeah, it's there. I've seen it.
Okay. Okay, so just View router, see. 102 packages. From how many contributed? We have 37 people wrote this one.
Wow.
Have you seen the thing that we are just going to set up in just 3 seconds? 37 people wrote that.
Wow.
All right, so let's close our.
But they said they have found some vulnerabilities. You should run audit disk, audit fix.
No, don't run it. Don't mind them. Don't mind them.
Anyway, me, I did.
Okay. That one, don't always do that too. Assuming you are working in a group and the project is an existing project, they have already built the project and you just join and go and do the update. In fact, you kill it.
Okay.
So always don't mind them. All right.
Okay.
So the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to set up our route. We are going to set up our route. So with the route, as Mr. Hackme asked. So say, how do you do that? So this is how you are going to do. So just do const route or router equals new, then you call this new view router. Make sure you use the name that you use over here. Okay, so this one is going to be object of the route. This is going to be the object of your route. Okay, so for the meantime, let's just do routes, yes. And that will be the array of the pages, the array of object pages. So it's going to be, so the first one is going to be path. So you can see this boilerplate. You see how it is? Always, you will not set this thing up yourself. So you just do the first one because just slash. Always, when you see just slash, this one is pointing to the home page.
Okay.
Okay. Then comma. Please, right now, we have to do what? Component. Then the name of the component. What is the name of the component? So all the pages, we have to import them here. So import home from where? SRC rather /view/home. Okay, then you come and type the name home. This home, you come and type it here. So that's the name of the component. Then so you can just repeat this as many as you can. That will be the pages. So let me just copy and paste. And let's say this is what? About. So we have to import the about. And like I said, the better way of doing this, today's class, permit me, I want to do everything from scratch for you. I want you to feel it small. Next week, we are going to improve upon this, God willing. Import about. You can use any name that you want, but make sure it's pointing to that /lsrc/views/about. Then just come and change this one to about. So I think
in Django, this is called URL, patterns URL. Something like that. Yes.
Okay.
URL patterns.
URL patterns, exactly.
Oh.
So it will be in the view file.
Yeah, so it's going to be here.
Views.py.
Please, are you following?
Yes.
Okay. So right now, let's save this. And let's go back to our web page, right? I'm getting some errors here. Wow. Okay.
287 errors.
Okay. Okay. So I need to do another setup somewhere. Let me see. Wow. I have to go back and change. Okay, I have to add a router view here. Where is the app? Okay, so here, there's no need for us to use this file again. Okay. There's no need for us to use this file again. All these things should go. So you can just come here, delete everything here, delete everything. And here, all that you'll be doing is you just add the router view. So, and like I said, all these things will be done for you. Don't worry. Today, pardon me for that. I think for now it should work. Should work. Should work. Okay. Let me start again. npm. So let me use Jan and set. Wow. Okay. So right now I'm expecting to see my home page. Okay. So for some reasons I'm not seeing the main home page. Okay. So writer view. Did you register the component? Make sure you provide a name option somewhere. Okay. 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 I'm coming, guys. I don't know why this one is doing that. But we are getting some warning here. So this is the app view page. We have front page here. The main.js. I think I've left something out. As for the hash over here, like that was the next thing I was to teach you how to remove this hash. But apart from that, let me see if I have to add this direct.
Or is it because the footer and nav pages have not been introduced?
Okay, I'm coming. We didn't do this. Let me see. There is something here. I think we have to do view dot use. Yeah, view dot use. You have to use a view router. View dot use view router. Something like this. Yeah. Let's see if this one will work. Great. Hey, this last minute, we have 4 minutes to end, and it wants us to stretch to 10 minutes time. So that's it, guys. So this is how we do it. But you can see there's hash over here, right? There's hash over here. There's a name for this. I've forgotten the name. There's a name for it. I've forgotten the name. And like I said, most of this stuff, all the immediate configurations that we have just done, you are not going to do it yourself. Just that for the pages here, always you are going to specify it. But apart from that, all the configuration that we have done, View will do it for you. So don't worry. So if you want to remove it, just add a hash mode over here. No, we are using the hash mode. So by default, the router uses the hash mode. So you can just change it to what? So you can see you have hash, history, and what? Abstract. So you can just change it to the history mode, and I believe your hash should go away. Should go. Yes. So right now, let's go to about. So we can just navigate manually to about, right? We can do that. We can just do about here, and we should go. You see, this is what about test page. Guys, are you following?
Yes.
So that's it. The last thing, we don't want to manually run to the about S page. You want to click on a link and go to the About Us page. How can we do that? How can we do that? How can we do that? So by default, the view router, don't forget this. So the view router has what is called the router link. That is what we use to navigate. So we don't use, so what is this is the navbar, right? So assuming you want to go to About Us page, you remember we can use the href and do what? And just do what? About Us.
Yes.
Let's look at the difference. So the difference between this and that. And I'm saying that we don't do that here. Hey, we don't do that here. In Vue.js, you don't do this. You don't do this. So what do? You do view, what is the name? Is it no router link? Okay, router link. So this is what we do. So About Us. So this one also takes an argument instead of href. It takes what? To where? To About Us. Please, are you following?
Yes.
Okay. So right now, I want us to always come back to the home page. So let's create another one for the home. I just want us to note the difference. That is why I'm bringing this one here. Or you just let me stop here. Let's go back and see. Okay. So we have About Us. About this one. What's happening?
This one on the href, you only wrote about the href.
Okay.
Add the us.
I would just want to know the difference.
Okay.
So this one is using the what? The anchor tag, remember?
Yes.
And this one is using the recommended one, which I'm saying that's what you'll be using.
The router link.
The router link. So let's know the difference. Right now, they all perform the same function, but note the difference. Right now, let me click on this. See what happens. Did you see that the page refresh?
Yes.
Let me come back. Let me click on it. You see, just note it. The page refreshing.
Yes.
Let's look at this. Look at it carefully. Look at it. Did you see any refresh?
No.
Let's do it again. Right now, know the difference. So I'm clicking on this. So when I say refresh, just check here. Just check here. So we are going again. Refresh. Look at this one. Is it the page you refresh?
Yes.
Let's use this one. Do you see any refresh?
No.
Are you sure? Good. Good. So that is the difference. So in single page applications, it's not recommended to use this.
Anchor tag.
We don't use the anchor tag. We use this. So this is the end of today's class. If you have any question, you can ask. Without any question, we close.
Mr. Roberts.
Yeah.
Please, can you go back to your app.view? To app.view. I want to see something. Yeah. Okay. Router view. So, Zabit.
Yeah.
It means the router view is what is enabling us to be able to use the.
Is that?
I said the router view in the app.view. Is the one allowing us to be able to use the view router.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
I guess we have learned a lot today.
Too much. Very, very well.
Yeah. So like I said, this is just the beginning. Next week, God willing. Do you know what we are going to do? We are I'm lazy now. I can't write CSS. I only write CSS when they are paying me. So now I just use the Bootstrap, and that one is also very nice library. So next week, God willing, to speed up the process, we are going to build a website, or let's say a web app with Vue.js and Bootstrap. So we are going to integrate Bootstrap into Vue.js. So after building it, so with that one, it's just going to be whatever we have learned today, and the addition will be just integrating Bootstrap into that. So with the navbar, we go and get some, or that one should be an assignment for you guys.
Yes.
Like, is this, guys, based on their understanding, just go, the assignment will be learn how to integrate Bootstrap into Vue.js, or how to set up Bootstrap into Vue. Do that. You can even use the CDN where you can just come here and go and copy the CD and come and paste it here, and you are there. I've even given you the solution. That one will work. Please, are you following?
Yes.
So the main assignment, my answer back one. The main assignment is create a navigation bar, create a footer, and create the main or the middle page. For the middle page, if it's the home page, you can just come here and create it and come and integrate your navbar, or you can create a separate component with a nice name. Come and import it here, so that here you will not put even a single line of HTML here. Everything will be import. So the assignment is create a landing page and about us page. Create a landing page with about us page using Bootstrap and Vue.js, and make sure. We
are just going back to copy our Espresso page.
That's all.
Those who didn't do the Espresso assignment, this is your deficiency.
All right, so create a landing page and make sure you add the about us page to that. The main goal is to be able to navigate between two pages. That's all. Next week, God willing, we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Please, what happened to the hello.vue file?
What happens to the what?
The hello.vue.
Hey, I didn't explain this folder. I was like, I'm not. All right. So the asset will contain you can create what they call it, CSS folder here. CSS folder here inside the asset. That's where we put our CSS. So you can create CSS and just create all the CSS files that you want to use. So let's say star.css. And apart from CSS, we also have the images folder here. So this will contain all your images. So hack me, the logo will also be here. Right now, what happens to the logo is we didn't use the image tag anywhere again, so we have deleted that. It is still here. We have deleted that. So we don't need hello world again. We can just delete hello world and it's not going to affect it. And hack me, if you want to use logo, all that you have to do is just come here and create a folder either in the images, or you can create a separate folder here, call it logos or logos. And all that you have to do is, if you have a logo, and you can just dump it inside this folder, move it. So when you move it and you want to use this, if you want to use the logo on your home page, assuming you want to use the logo here, all that you have to do is come to the home page. Come to the home page come and introduce your IMgen tag, the image. Let's navigate to where? Assets, to where? Logos, to where? Logo.png. Let me save it. We are there. Have I answered your question?
Yes, please. But why do you have to create another CSS folder whilst each component and each what we call view file has?
I didn't say you create CSS, another CSS folder. It all depends on the type of application that you are building. Sometimes, let me tell you, most of the things that I'm doing here you have your freedom to do whatever you want to do. The first task is for me to teach you the file structure. Like I said, you have template, script, and you have what? The CSS here. That's the traditional way of building Vue.js application. If you don't want that way, you can come and write all your CSS here and come and import it here again. Have I answered the question?
Can't you include it in the index.html so that it will affect everything?
That one is also allowed. You can even the whole app right now load from the app.js. So meaning all the pages will pass through this because this is where the router link here is. So if you come and write any CSS here and whether you scoped it or you don't scope it, it's going to affect anything like all the, what do you call it? All the pages, because inside this here, inside the app.view, this is like the gateway to your application.
But within this application, can you still use JavaScript to override CSS styling?
Here we don't use the DOM manipulation here.
Okay.
Yes, we don't use the DOM. Though you can do that inside the JavaScript. Yes, what you ask, you can do. It's possible, but I hardly see that. If you are using dashboard, yes, for dashboard they're fine. We can do that. Normally, sometimes the sidebar on some pages you want it to be blue. In other side, maybe like you can do that, Mr. Abdo. You can do that.
Okay.
Any more questions? All right. If we don't have any,
close it.
All right. So let's end the class. I think today.
Please, when you push the video, push the code to GitHub so that we can clone it.
Okay. I'll do that right now, guys.
Why is somebody still trying to enter?
Let's welcome her or him. So you should come. The person should just come and pray and let's close. That's all, guys. So see you next week, God willing. Please make sure you do the assignment too. For this one, if you don't do it, in fact, you disappoint me and yourself. All right. Thank you very much for joining. Next week, God willing, we are going to meet.
Hey.
Bye-bye.
The person is yet to join.
Oh, don't worry. We are going. Bye-bye.
Bye.